everyone, welcome back to the Girls at the Rink podcast. Welcome to episode 12. And today we have a very special guest on. Would you like to introduce yourself and say a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Forster. I'm from East Kilbride in Scotland. I'm a supporter of the Glasgow Clan and I'm currently a member of their off-ice team.
Interesting. Smashed it. So starting right at the beginning, you started volunteering with Clan in 2018. Have we got that right?
Yes. Yeah. Started going to games the 14-15 season, and then during the off season in 2018, I just saw a random Facebook, because I followed Clan on Facebook. A post had came up just to say they were looking for volunteers, and I just thought, why not? I'm kind of that person that says, like, I'll try anything once, like whether I like it or not. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to give that a go. So I actually began on their promotions crew.
Mm-hmm.
I did have cheerleaders way back when, but then we kind of evolved it into a promotions team open to men and women. We were just all girls, but part of our jobs were to help out 50-50, shirt off the back. We helped to escort Clangus out and about, and collecting doing spot prizes throughout the arena, helping out in hospitality, getting some of our sponsor guests and things to their seats. So I did that for 2018. We'd been coming up for about 2-3 years, but then COVID happened, of course. And then when COVID happened, I felt it gave a lot of the hockey teams a chance to kind of rethink a lot of things, because obviously there's no games going on. I think a lot of work went on in the background in a lot of hockey teams, and then it was decided that promotions and media would come together and be a promotion/media team. So that then became a mixed gender group, and we were doing all the same roles as before, but also being involved with the Clan's Instagram and social media. So filming fan reactions, filming shots of play, filming players going on off the ice, interviewing fans, giving them predictions for scores and things during period breaks. And then in 2021, I had my daughter. And at the time, it didn't interfere too much with me missing games, to be honest, because at that point, that was March 2021, and the season didn't begin November 2021. But of course, I wasn't able to make as many games as what I could. My husband works shifts, so if he's working at night, then I can't go to a game. And because of that, I couldn't have a set designated role. By chance, one day, speaking to one of the office managers, I said, "You need anything?" She said, "Why don't you go downstairs and see if off ice need a help?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, okay." And then that was it. As soon as I walked down, they kind of lassoed me and they're like, "Right, you're with us." And I've been with them ever since.
Yeah, that's really good. When you kind of first started going to hockey games, did you ever think it'd turn into something like this and you'd be working for the off-ice team?
Oh Christ, no. I am the most unsporty person ever. I mean, as a teen, I kind of quit sports. I went down the road of music. And thought, right, I found my niche. And then it was so random. It was a friend of mine who just messaged me one time and said, "We've got a big group going to ice hockey tonight." I think someone in their group, I think about 10 of them, someone in the group had dropped out. I think it was a season ticket. "Do you want to just come?" And at the time, I didn't even know ice hockey was in Glasgow, which is horrific. But also, B, I was living in my own at the time in a flat, and I thought, I've got nothing else to do. Like why not? And I went along and I said, "Do I need to know the rules of the game?" And he was like, "No, you'll enjoy it." And I just had an absolute blast. My God, I live for this now.
Yeah.
My stress relief, I absolutely live for it.
Hooks you in straight away, and there's just no getting out of it.
100%.
I absolutely loved it. Went and bought a jersey, and it was back, we were with Greyhead Clan at the time, and it was the back of the old patchwork, proper jerseys and stuff. Still got it to this day. And then I started to go along, and then I met my husband, and then I said to him, "Have you?" And he is sporty. I said, have you ever been to ice hockey? He was like, no. And I was like, well, we'll come along. We've never bought season tickets or anything like that. But we used to go to games quite a lot. And then it was the summer after we got married. I said to him, I said, I've seen a post up for like volunteers. I said at the Clan, I said, I don't know what it's for, how often. I said, but go and find. There was a meeting at Braehead Arena. I was like, go and find out about it. The worst I can say is no, I can't do that. And that was it.
Interesting.
So interesting. It does sound like a dream. I would love to do that.
Well, the thing is, like, I know this is probably the time of year where a lot of clubs are going to be posting on social media looking for new volunteers. But even if they don't, email their office. That's my advice. If you wanted to get involved with it, either speak to a volunteer when you're there or email in, say, do you know of any volunteering opportunities that I can do? I've been a fan for X amount of years. I'd love to be involved. And that's where it goes from there.
I can't see why they wouldn't want anybody's help. It'd be interesting for sure. We'll have to give it a go, girls.
So your game night sounds very intense. Is it really intense, or is it quite more laid back than we possibly would see?
Again, it depends on the role that you're doing, I would say. So we've got several different roles that we'll do. So we'll get like liaison, or people like runners who are essentially doing like a lot of physical heavy lifting, putting mats down, getting water, getting ice, and giving teams their times, like you've got 5 minutes left in this, things like that. That's a very physical kind of role. Then you've got time on ice. You're recording how long each player's on the ice for. So every time they do shifts on and on, you're recording that. We've got a shots tablet and a face-off tablet. So for our shots tablet, every time a shot is fired, our tablet looks like an ice hockey screen, hockey rink. You've got to tap on the tablet where the shot happened, who shot it and what happened. Did it hit the post? Was it a goal? Was it a goaltender save? Was it blocked by a player? If so, what player blocked it? And you know how fast hockey is. That's a very intense shift, and often you have a spotter with you, because guaranteed a shot goes, you put your eyes down to note it in the pad, but it deflects off someone and someone else shoots it in.
Yeah.
So that's I remember the first time doing that, I swear the sweat that came off me was horrific. And then of course you've got the penalty boxes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. That's
I tend to do a mixture. I'll do time on ice quite a lot. I do penalty box, occasionally face off and shots as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
That
is a lot.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I don't think I could keep up with it, to be honest.
Absolutely not.
You're never like flung on it as brand new. So say we get like 4 new volunteers this season, we're not going to put all 4 of them on time on ice. Just that, it's very good. Usually when you're put on a job first, somebody's with you.
Yeah. To help you out.
My friend who joined the team this year, Claire, shout out to Claire. First time she went on penalty box, she doubled it with me. So I said, well, listen, if this penalty box gets busy, we will need to step out. But I did a period, and then she felt okay, right? Then she took a period, and I stood right outside the penalty box. So that was how it started a lot for me, like being on like spotting, or people next to me who were very skilled at it, kind of giving me a bit of a heads up. Don't get me wrong, I still get like completely like flustered all the time.
Yeah,
everyone's really supportive.
That kind of flows into the next question. So was it a bit of a learning curve when you started doing the stats, or did you pick it up quite quickly because you were already so involved?
Oh no, it was a complete learning curve. Like before I went on the off-ice team, I was just doing like promotions and media. It was nothing to do with the game as such. And I remember like someone had mentioned something and said lines. I said, what do you mean lines? And they went, ice hockey lines, Steph. And I went, what? And I thought, oh dear God. The players play in lines. I went, oh, do they? I had no idea. Absolutely no clue. And then penalty box rules as well. Like I've got a note on my phone with all the different rules for the different types of penalties. And I swear to God, like probably this is like the teacher in me speaking, I'm going to type them into little like business cards and keep them in my pocket.
That's such a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Honestly, when it's a 2 minute like a 2 minute minor, if it's a 5 minute major, if it's a 5 plus 2 plus or 2 plus 2, there's all these different rules. And then when you're off season and you're not doing it for 4 months, I remember I came back just like the season there, and I had to say to our boss, I was like, run me down the penalty boxes again. What we have to do? Yeah, but I've got a note on my phone for all the different types of penalties and what you have to do. And I don't want to be sitting on the jumbo screen looking as if I'm just standing there on my phone. If I have these wee cue cards, like if the camera's on me,
nice
box like this, I can just be like looking down and be like,
it is. Stick them on a lanyard. I think I need them.
The players are fair, like the players can be quite helpful, to be fair. They're like, I can get out now. I'm like, thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you were keeping time.
Or have the time they're at it. I'm like, no. But yeah.
Is there anything that you've seen, like obviously working behind the scenes, that gives you a whole new respect for like the players or the game?
Oh, like completely in terms of like in terms of all the rules and the different penalties and how fast it comes up. Again, when I was just learning, I'm standing in the penalty box, like trying not to dance because we've got a camera in the penalty box.
Mm-hmm.
So when the music comes on, like when the whistle goes, there's me like bouncing about and stuff. And then like Steph has a camera and I'm like, right, okay. But someone will just shout out, Steph, penalty coming. I'm like, I did not spot, had no idea. So thankfully they're very good that way. Like someone's coming in for like a penalty. I have no idea. And I'm down on the ice and I'm watching this happen. Steph, penalty. Right, okay.
It's so much to keep up with though, isn't it? Like it's just so much happens at once.
You know, making the right call for how fast, if it goes to like a video review, if any team require a video review, I've got to let the refs on through my doors to go and watch video footage so they can claim if they're contesting a goal or something like that. And you see them watching it frame by frame, and it makes you realise just how fast paced in a single frame can tell you whether something's happened or not. I mean, it is so fast. You're only human. That's why there's a team of us that we can make that call. And often when we're putting things into the tablets, we're kind of nodding to one another. You've seen that too. You've seen that because you know 3 heads are better than 1. But I've got a definite respect for like the rules surrounding the game, how fast it can be, how dangerous it can be. 100%.
You don't really recognise it, do you, until it's you in that position. It's hard watching the game from a fan perspective. So to do something like that, I think is mega.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
All the other volunteers that help out. Didn't realise how intense, especially in stats, how difficult, not difficult, but like tricky it can be. Do you enjoy volunteering?
Yes.
And do you go and watch other games as well?
I've never been to an away game. That's all I know. I've never seen ice hockey in any other arena, so that's on my bucket list. Definitely. It's just a chance for me to be Steph, because at home I'm mum all the time, and then I'm a teacher at work, so at work I'm Mrs. Forster. This is a chance for me to be Steph.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really, really cliche, but I think COVID as well. I used to do so much out of school. I did music. I was saying I used to do so much like at weekends and things, and then COVID and having children, that's just part and parcel. Things like that drop out. Whereas going to the hockey for me, even if it is 2 or 3 games a month, it's a chance for me. I say to let go of all responsibilities. That's not true, because I've got a responsibility, but it's a social aspect for me. Actually, I've made some great friends, like amazing friends, doing this, friends for life. So absolutely, and I wouldn't have done that had I not done this, even like the volunteering side of it.
If you could go back and give 2018 you a bit of advice, knowing what you know now, what would you say?
I think it was maybe just to appreciate it while it lasts, because I didn't realise maybe at the time going in to volunteer that you genuinely become part of a family. I don't think I knew what I was in for. A lot of like great opportunities with it as well. We had a kind of clan Highland Games 2 years ago where the players, it was a kind of get to know the players before the season started. They played like fun Scottish games on the ice, and I got to sing the national anthem in the arena for that event, which was great. I can like tick arena off my list, but that was lovely. Getting to do that, done like dances with like Clangus. Yes, he's the best mascot in the league. Loved Maku.
Oh, shout out.
Big shout out, massive shout out to Clangus. I love him.
Oh, it sounds like a lovely little family.
Yeah,
it is 100%.
Do you have a favourite memory from either your time as a hockey fan or working?
I've got some kind of like standout moments for like different reasons. So embarrassing one. First time I ever did penalty box. Stood first period. I was in the away penalty box, standing literally shaking, like thinking, "Don't be a penalty, don't be a penalty," because that means I have to do something. Don't be a penalty, don't be a penalty. All first period went through, and there wasn't a penalty. So I was like, "Yes." Close like that. You open the door, let all the players off, give them a fist bump, lock the door, close it. Yes. Went to our little table and made myself a cup of tea, like quite proud of myself, like reveling in the moment. But 2 minutes later, our boss walks over behind me and taps me on the shoulder, and they went, "Oh, it's okay, Steph. I unlocked the door and let the coach off the ice. I'd locked him on the ice." Our head coach.
Oh.
Because at that point, the players all come out through my door, but then the coaches walk across the ice as well. And I probably was aware of that, but it never clocked. So the last player went off, I went, lock, ideal, went and got myself a cup of tea, like thought I'm not going to start celebrating yet, there's 2 periods to go. And they were like, "By the way," and I was like, "Oh,
sorry."
Couldn't look the coach in the eye the whole time. I'm so sorry. Another, maybe not a highlight, but a moment was almost getting hit by a head with a puck.
Oh,
that's like my worst fear.
That was only a couple of months ago. Penalty box again. Honestly, this curses me. Penalty box. The puck deflected off the plexiglass and was up in the air again. It happened so fast, and I heard someone either in our off-ice team or one of the crowd yelling. They either shouted "puck," "duck," or another word that ends in UCK. I didn't hear it, but either way, it meant so. And I just looked up in time to just see this puck coming towards me. And I just quickly took a step back into the penalty box as quick as I could and went like that. And then I just saw it bash like down about 6 inches in front of my feet and go hurtling into the ice bucket so hard it was actually chipped. So, but I took it home, actually got the puck was all chipped, so it couldn't be in place. So that's like my silver bullet. Should have had my name on it, but I managed to dodge it. And then another funny highlight was Clangus. Clangus loves a dance and a performance. Fabulous dressed up. Halloween would always put on a skit, and he said to me he wanted to do the single ladies dance for a game, and said, "I need 2," like, because Beyonce had 2 girls next to her. He says, "I need 2 girls to be next to me." And again, me not thinking ahead what this was going to be like, went, "Yeah, sure. Go for it." So cue me in a leotard and hot pants dancing to single ladies with a giant Highland cow. Honestly.
Oh, it's a Highland cow. I was going to ask what it was.
It's a Highland cow.
Is there?
It's a Highland cow.
Is there video evidence of this anywhere? Because I want to see it.
There is. There actually is. Yeah, it's on the clan. I'm sure it's on like the clan's like Facebook. No, is it the clan's Facebook page? Oh my goodness. But honestly, just getting to do the social aspects of it as well, like attending the awards nights, seeing what goes into that and the players' awards and finding out about them, a lot more the behind the scenes things.
Love it. On to our very last question.
Okay.
For everyone listening who wants to get into either being a volunteer or helping out behind the scenes, what would you say is a good way to get started?
So at the beginning, I was saying keep an eye out on your socials at the moment for a lot of hockey teams will be kind of looking for the season ahead and maybe collating their volunteers. So you might notice it was a social media post for me. So keep an eye on Facebook, on X, things in case they post up opportunities for volunteers. It might be on their website, check their website, or else either email their box office or, sorry, not the box office, email the main office, or just speak to a volunteer. You don't have to wait until, it doesn't have to be the very start of the season, and then go from there. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, it's always worth an ask.
If they say not at the moment, you're like, okay, fair enough, but I can always ask. I can always ask next season.
Yeah.
And take it from there.
Amazing.
That was everything. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been really interesting, like, because us as fans, like, we go there, we watch the game, like, we leave and we don't see all the behind the scenes stuff. So it's really interesting to actually like hear what happens. And like, I didn't realize how many volunteers there was behind the scenes doing all these different jobs either. So it's really good to get that perspective.
It takes a village to do something like that.
I want to be a little clan family member. It sounds like a dream.
We need to go to a clan game. Nice. We've said season we want to go to a clan game.
A clan game?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, and you'll need to get a picture with Clangus as well.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for spending time with us this evening and sharing everything. It's been...
No, thank you for having me. I hope it comes across as well that I'm by no means an expert. I think that's another thing to like if people ask you to volunteer with a sport, or if you're going to volunteer, I think it's often assumed that you then know everything. That you have to have a certain level of knowledge to volunteer at a sport. No, start from the ground and work your way up. I started off by interacting with fans, doing prizes, doing hospitality. You work it up. You don't have to be involved in the off-ice part of the job. You can do the more recreational side. By all means, you don't have to. If there's people sitting there thinking, I don't know anything about the game, like, still don't. Like,
I was going to say, especially to this day, games carrying on, you're still learning as every game goes on.
I can't live and breathe ice hockey. You know, I'm a mum, I'm a teacher, I've got other things like to do, so I'll always be learning like bits and pieces. And I still ask questions. I'm one of those people, see if I don't know something, I'll ask that stupid question. What's ice bucket for?
No question. I was going to say, we're sort of like that.
No question is a stupid question.
No.
If you don't know it, just ask it.
Yeah. What's that for? What does this do? Because you don't know otherwise.
Exactly.
Don't know unless you ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
So true. Fab. Well, it has been, as I said, really insightful. Like, just good to get behind the scenes. It kind of makes me want to be a volunteer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Keep in touch. If you're ever up in Glasgow, please let me know. I'll make a point of like being at the game early or something, seeing you.
Amazing.
And you see Clangus for sure.
Oh, we definitely
hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this whole episode. It's been so interesting to sort of know the ins and outs of what goes on behind the scenes and what sort of different roles there are. So again, if anyone wants to get involved, as Steph said, just ask. We hope to see you all next week for episode 13. Love you all. Bye.